Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get started. Um, Sorry. To me, I was hoping this mic would work better, but when I walk away, it's not that fabulous. So we're gonna see. So let me show you what I've done so far. It is going on 12 p.m. I came out this morning. I decided to wait until the shade comes in on the garden to put in the gopher mesh in the third garden bed because it's just too hot to be digging. But I did plant the echinacea and the hibiscus. So this is the echinacea. I took out the cabbage plant that was there. The soil was really good. It had a lot of roots in it from the cabbage that I took out, which I gave the chickens some of that, and I need to go put it in the recycle. Anyway, this is the echinacea, which was only 2 plants. So I'm happy about that. And let me come over here to the hibiscus. I don't know if you should put that many in one container, but I did. All of these plants did really good overnight. Again, the soil was really good. So in both containers, I just put some all-purpose fertilizer and a little bit more compost, and it was all good. So now what I'm going to do, I'm going to start on the green stalk, get my chair, go back in the grass, start pulling the old green stalk apart. And I pulled out some herbs that I want to plant, cleaned it out, get me a bag of soil over here, cleaned it out. And then I also pulled out some lettuce, kale, and some other seeds to put in the veggie pod. I am not going to record me doing everything. I'll probably stop from time to time and show you what I'm doing, how I'm changing up everything. But me recording everything will just take up too much video for everyone. So let me go ahead, start setting up everything, and then I'll show you what I'm going to do. Okay, so I've taken down 3 layers. I'm tired already, but no, I gotta keep going. So yeah, I've taken down these 3 layers right here. This is what it looks like in the water reservoir. Ooh, bee, sorry. Ooh. That's the top water reservoir right there. It had a black widow spider in there, and black widow spiders are everywhere in my area, but I sprayed her out, got rid of her. And yeah, so I just kind of wanted to stop and show you what I got going on. This layer right here has strawberries, and there is some strawberries right there. So I'm gonna pull some of those strawberries out as much as possible and put them in this blue container right here. Clean out the soil in here, and I'm probably gonna move these 2 containers a little bit closer to the grass and put that container right there, and we're gonna have another container of strawberries. So that, I'm all over the place. That is what I'm doing right now. It's going to take me a little time, and that's okay because I have all day this beautiful Sunday to do it. So I'll be back with you guys in a while. Okay, so I have gotten the 3, I think you could say 7-inch tiers on the bottom of the old green stalk. Right here, see? They're bigger. And I put lemon balm at the bottom, limoncello and mandarina. However, I only had a little bit of the mandarina seeds, so I have to go in the shed and look for some more lemon balm seeds, which I'm not concerned about, but I am going to go on Baker's Creek and order some more of those. and see how fast I get them. If I get them real quick, then I will not plant in the 2 other holes on the side. So up down there is the lemon balm. In the second row is basil, sweet Italian basil, and lime basil. And as you can see here, this tier is my tier with my mint. As you can see, the roots are going all over the place right there, and that's fine. Put this up here for a minute. That is perfectly okay, because I am going to just put some soil with amendments in it, a little bit of the Espoma all-purpose fertilizer, and then go on to the next tier. Clean out these other 3 tiers that have oregano, and I think dill and strawberries in there. I'm pulling strawberries out. I have saved some strawberry plants. I'll show you those in the end, and I may be saving more, but I am going to plant more dill, thyme, and oregano. I think one had cilantro, so I'm just going to put more oregano. You guys can't see me, sorry. I'm just going to put more oregano in the one that already has 3 pockets of oregano in it. And then the other one, I'm going to put thyme and cilantro, or yeah, I'll figure it out. But yes, I am filling up these beds, and I got the 3 heaviest ones on the bottom. So let me get back to it. Hello. It is now 2:30. I forgot. I think I started at 11 something, close to 12 o'clock. So let me show you the results of cleaning out the old green stock. Let me kind of move back. From this angle you can't tell, maybe, but it is still kind of leaning. I kept turning it and fixing tiers, and what it is the bottom tier. The bottom tier is not in the dumbwaiter circular thing right, but it's looking good. I am not going to fix it because those layers are heavy right now, and that doesn't bother me much. Every 6 months I go through the green stalks and clean them out, and this one really needed to be cleaned out. As you guys know, at the end of the year I had cleaned it out, cut all of the oregano, mint, all of that stuff out, and it grew right back. I was actually able to find some more mandarina lemon balm in my shed, and Baker's Creek should be shamed. You get 35 seeds for $4, and those seeds are tiny. They need to be ashamed of themselves. So yeah, I'm gonna try to keep up with the mandarina lemon balm, and trim it and cut it every season, because I don't think I'll be buying any more seeds, because that's highway robbery. 35 seeds for $4, no. So what I'll be doing is, if I need to, I'll be propagating my own, because yeah, you guys, if you're new to gardening, learn how to save seeds, learn how to propagate, replant, transplant your stuff, because that will save you so much time and so much money. Sometimes you got to buy seeds, but I'm telling you now that $4 for that many seeds is ridiculous. So also, let me show you how many strawberry plants I was able to save, and I'm about to replant those right there, all of those. So I'm going to move this container over. I'm going to move my butterfly pea containers more forward, put some amendments and more soil and fertilizer into this bucket, because I'm not getting rid of that soil, and replant those strawberry plants. And then finally I should be able to plant some more lettuce and stuff in the veggie pod. It's 2:30 now. I plan on going in the house no later than 6. I may not get to that garden bed today. The shade is coming in on it, but I really want to get the lettuce and everything else planted today. My green stalks are good. They're looking good. I'm happy about that. And yeah, so let me get to planting these strawberry plants that I was able to save. Okay, so I don't know if you can see it. No, you can't. I just got through planting the strawberries and watering them down. I'm going to water them some more. So I put some soil-based booster in there, some regular soil, and some of the Espoma all-purpose dry fertilizer in there. So will they survive? I have no idea. We'll see. If not, then I got a whole bunch of crowns right here. I just got through watering those in the green stock. Yeah, so now I'm gonna go over to the veggie pod, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day since I have to work tomorrow. Try to get done with stuff as soon as possible, and then go in the house, eat dinner, and rest. I'm waiting for one of the chickens to come out of the coop. They keep making noises because I think one of the gray ones just laid an egg. Bee right there. And because one of the other ones keeps whining. So I'll check it out in a minute, but I want to check their water and fill their water container back up. So I'll come back to you once I'm done with the filling up the veggie pod with wonderful seeds. Okay, so I'm here at the veggie pod, and I have my gloves on, thanks goodness, and I went and swiped it with my hand. Huge grub. So I didn't videotape it, but I found a lot of huge grubs. Not as many grubs, but just really big ones. And I gave them all to the chickens, and they're enjoying it. For some reason, the chickens just started going off. I thought maybe one laid an egg. I checked their water. They just kept going off. So then I went over there and finally put the grubs in there, and they're happy now. So let me show you what the veggie pod looks like now. This is what it looks like now. And I'm about to drop all types of lettuce and kale and spinach seeds on top here. And then instead of me digging, I have my soil. I'm just going to break up the soil and put it on top and wet it. And then I'm done with it. So maybe I can feel myself doing that. Let's see. Okay, so I'm going to, there's my mic, going to finish watering this in because it needs a deep water. When I was digging for the grubs in here, the soil underneath was actually still a little moist. There's a reservoir and a veggie pot, so if you get a veggie pot, you don't have to water every day unless it's like over 100 degrees, because there is a reservoir with water in here, which is fantastic. So what you just saw me do, I planted, well, I dropped spinach seeds, alyssum, which is a flower, down the middle, kale, and lots of different varieties of lettuce, like mixed lettuce, and some butter crunch. Do some butter crunch in there too. So hopefully it will start to germinate in a few days, but I'm just watering this in really well. And then I took some soil, handfuls of soil, and I just kind of crumpled it on top instead of digging rows, because I want this this veggie pot to look full of vegetation. I always have problems with spinach, always. So I dropped like a lot of seeds, and I hope, because it's now getting warm, it's been like 80 degrees today, it will germinate and stick for a while. The alyssum I dropped in here because it attracts bugs that are beneficial that fight aphids, and I had a lot of aphids in this bed. So I'm just watering it in real good, and then I'm going to close the top. Regarding the grubs, I know there's some still in here, but those grubs were huge. And it's not like the veggie pod is in the ground. Just a moment. Lots of cars and airplane going around. It's not like the veggie pod is in the ground. So, I think that the grubs were just living in here. And the grubs got in here, it was my fault, because I didn't have this cover, this veggie pod cover, to keep the beetles from getting in the soil, because generally speaking, you don't get grubs in a veggie pod. So that is it. That is it for my video for today. I think I did a lot. I planted hibiscus and echinacea. I fixed the old green stock, pulled out strawberries, put strawberries in a container, and now I'm over here. I just got through planting lettuce in my veggie pod. So I think I did a lot today. I'm gonna give the artichokes one more day. I looked up a recipe on how to cook them, but I got some good sized artichokes over here that need to come out. I'm gonna take a chance and give them one more day. So that is it. As I always say, please find peace within yourself, and please be peaceable with everyone around you. I love you all. Have a fantastic Sunday. Bye.